What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Beautiful Boys Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Michael Shane Cannon, and with me here
is Andy Haynes, and today we have a very special episode. I want to say one of our kind of most interesting. I've never done a podcast like this before.
I have, but it's only been talking about 9/11 from a very serious vantage point.
Oh, cool. We have Indonesian super comic Pandji on the show, who I had not heard of because I just don't know much about Indonesia.
We live on this side of the globe.
Yeah.
Also, what a dude. This guy is, first of all, currently going through a massive scandal over there in Indonesia about jokes and about freedom of speech. And
criminal charges
for which he will deal with for the rest of his life. This interview goes into that. It goes into much more. He's a great dude, and I genuinely find him very inspiring because it doesn't seem to phase him one way or another, although he has a very steadfast.
Yeah, you got really into your microphone tattoo era of comedy love, which I love.
That is very funny. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, microphone tattoo era. No, it was beautiful.
What a! I've never been more seen in my life, dude. Oh, you just hit me with a harpoon through the chest plate.
Do you have a microphone tattoo?
Yes.
Oh, I got him.
Yeah, yes. I have the Grim Reaper doing stand-up on the inside of my bicep. And the microphone is fading, much like my love for this art form.
This is a fantastic episode. Please enjoy. Please subscribe to the Patreon. And with that, I am opening for Hassan and Ronnie for the month of April. But then May 5th and 6th, May 8th and 9th, I will be at the Philadelphia Punchline, the 15th and 16th, the Empire Comedy Club in Portland, Maine, and the 22nd and 23rd, I will be at Coastal Creative in St. Petersburg, Florida. Also, May 30th, I'm recording a special at the Bell House. I think it's only one show right now, so you gotta come. You gotta buy tickets.
That venue rules. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
It's really big.
It's a lot of tickets.
We need all the beautiful boys and beautiful girls and beautiful dads out there.
Yeah, drive in. Get a babysitter.
From far and wide, perhaps maybe even from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, where I'll be, May 3rd, 7 p.m. at Tell Us 360, MikeCannonComedy.com or punchup.live/Mike Cannon. May 5th, this is a run, folks, a never-before run. Again, like I said, once-in-a-lifetime tour. In fact, if I don't sell well, this very is a once-in-a-lifetime. May 5th, Springfield, Missouri. May 6th, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Bricktown Comedy Club. May 7th, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Bricktown Comedy Club, followed by Houston, Connecticut. I'm so excited. Oklahoma, where the wind comes streaming down the rain. I don't know the words.
I didn't do musical theater.
Folks, MikeCannonComedy.com for all the dates. And don't turn off this episode just because I did that. It's really worth it. This is a great one.
Great. All right. Bye. One thing I think that's really crazy about the United States and Indonesia is that Indonesia is one of the most populous countries in the world. It's the largest Muslim country in the world. Mm-hmm. And I would venture to say that 95 to 99% of Americans have no idea about anything about. We know about the Banda Aceh tsunami.
The tsunami.
And then we know about Bali.
Yes.
And mainly the only thing they know about Bali is that there's cool tree houses.
That's the biggest export that Indonesia has, the news on tsunami and then Bali.
Yeah.
That's basically the only two things, the only thing that we're famous of.
And then also, I think most people don't even realize this, The Raid.
The Raid, correct. The movie.
Yeah, you've seen
what?
The Raid?
No, I've never seen it. No.
Oh, my God. That's
great. That's
it's one of the best.
See it.
It's one of the best action movies of all time. This guy, this cop has to go arrest this drug lord at the top of an apartment building. Excuse me. And then
It was crazy.
he had a demon in me. And then he gets up there and he has to make it back down. And they find out that they're being double crossed and all this stuff. But they tried to basically remake it with Dread. Remember when they redid Dread?
Oh, yeah. I thought you were going to talk Snowpiercer, because wasn't that a kind of get all the way to the top of the building movie?
That was get all the way to the front of the train.
I see.
I was about that's
I don't know nothing about nothing.
Well, it's a horizontal.
Yeah, it's horizontal raid. But this movie, I mean, I'll say that it's like top 5 martial arts films of all time.
The choreography of it.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And that guy, who's the guy with the long hair in it?
Oh, God damn it. We call him Yayan Ruhian.
Yeah.
That's the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mad Dog.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta see it.
Deal.
And the
I've
movie's
literally
so
never
good
heard
that
of
these
this.
guys got into a couple American movies just because they're such good.
No
It's the kind of
shit.
movie that makes you go,
Yeah.
yes. That's so crazy.
That's like, did it become like, did they try to remake it American? Like, did they try to take
They make a more expensive version of it, the Raid 2, but it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding. See, that's what they did. You ever see, I forget what it is, but it's basically I think it's a Japanese version of what became of the Hunger Games.
Right.
It was like, I forget what it's called.
Oh, I
but
know what you're talking about. It's The Island.
it's so crazy. And
what's
it's
that
like,
called?
but it's exactly what Hunger Games
Something
is, where they bust
Games.
these kids and it's like rampage.
You know
or
what this
something. I don't
movie
know.
is? The movie where they all go to they send all the kids to the island and they have to survive. I'm sure it was big in. Yes,
Battle Royale. That's
I
exactly
see.
what it is. Yeah, but that's like that movie ruled, and then Hollywood completely commandeered it and then turned it into a glossy version.
Sometimes they succeed in doing it, sometimes they don't. Like The
Yeah.
Departed is originally a Hong Kong movie, right? The Departed.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
I want
right.
to see the fucking Hong Kong version.
Yeah, it's called Internal Affairs.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
what's his name? The famous
Trying to remember it as well.
The guy who Tarantino really.
the Doves guy. The Doves guy. I can't remember who it is.
John, no, not John Woo.
Yeah, it is. It's John Woo.
It's John Woo,
I
right?
think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I will say another thing that Americans have no idea what to do with.
Mm-hmm.
We have no idea what to do with an Asian Muslim person. We don't. Our brains
Really?
do not connect. We see your guys' hats, and the women wear a different hijab, and we just go, "I don't know what that is." You know what I mean? Like
Really? I mean, even you're a New Yorker.
in New York, and I mean, I grew up in the Northwest, so there was like a smattering of Indonesians.
Right.
Like Seattle has like a lot of Filipinos, and and there was some Indonesians, but like, I just would say that the average American, which is not saying much because we're a
Right.
dumb nation,
Right.
but they just don't know.
Not in front of company, Andy.
Sorry,
We have to show strength.
and resolve. But they don't even know that there's like, even though technically the Muslim world is in Asia,
Right.
they don't know like even that Indians are Muslim or
Right.
that. And then when they see
Pakistanis.
somebody who has Chinese descent, who then is also wearing a hijab or
Right,
wearing
right.
what do you guys call the caps?
Peci.
Pechi. Like they just don't. They're like, I don't know
Yeah.
what that is.
Yeah, Indonesia is a lot. It's like a melting pot of a lot of culture. So it's kind of weird when you see. I mean, you can meet a person and then you ask him where you're from, and then the person will be like, "I'm from Indonesia," and you're like, "You're Indonesian? I don't think Indonesians look like
Yeah.
you." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is. We're so diverse. Not Queens diverse, but pretty diverse.
Pretty diverse.
Yeah, not Queens diverse.
And then I remember hearing this thing a long time ago when I'm a religious studies major. Is I heard that one.
What?
Yeah.
You didn't know
Has
this?
he said that before on the podcast? No kidding.
But one
I
of the
just
big
don't
things
listen.
is I heard that there was it was like popular television to watch somebody recite the Quran from memory.
Yes.
Is that true?
It is.
Wait, what?
Why is it special? Like you got to have some sort of Christian version of it.
I mean, but here's the thing: America is a Christian nation, but
Right.
we are not like
Religious.
We're not readers.
We're not reading. And people that are I think people that are outwardly Christian that aren't from the South or Black or Latino, like when you have like a twang or like some kind of culture around it, I
Right.
think everybody goes, yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
But when somebody's just like, I am just so happy for the Lord today, we go, you gotta.
There's like
Keep
three
that
actual
indoors.
Christians in our entire country. Like one is Tim Tebow. the other played quarterback for Indiana University, that
Right.
Mendoza kid, and the other is that Texas politician.
Joel Osteen.
Yeah, not
Osteen.
Joel
Oh,
Osteen.
you're
yeah.
talking about James Tallarico.
Yeah, who literally is like, he's like, yeah, I believe in my religion, but also the main tenet is kind of acceptance and love for everybody.
He
so
was
that
like, God,
supersedes
also
all of-
God is trans. That was like,
That is
bro.
wild. Yo.
Bro, you are really messing with everybody now. But it makes sense. It does make sense.
Yeah.
Why would God have gender?
God is Jamie Lee Curtis. It was born with both parts and perfect tits.
Wow.
Wow.
That's hot.
Never heard that one before.
He's not going to be allowed back in his country now because he laughed at that.
But
two
Indonesia's
countries.
like I would say maybe 80. It's a very religious country. Like we believe in that whatever happened because God wants it.
Yeah.
Like science, there's a place for science in
Sure.
Indonesia, but there's a lot of religious belief that kind of gets in the way of believing that things would work because of the science of it.
Yeah.
What's it like coming? Because I feel like Jakarta's chaotic, right?
It is.
Yeah, it's like. What's it like coming to like New York? Is it relaxing to be in New York?
Well, it's crazy. New York is crazy, but it's somewhat organized. My son describes it perfectly. He says Jakarta is like if somebody vomits buildings and then try to organize it afterwards.
Yeah.
Rather than just organizing it and planning it. Because New York, you can see it's like a grid city. Do you know that the lower part of Manhattan is different? It's not like in a grid.
Yeah.
And that lower part is because it was from the Dutch settlers. Indonesia was occupied by the Dutch for over 300 years. And imagine that section of Manhattan in the whole country of Indonesia.
Yeah.
It's like chaos.
The Dutch were like, fuck New York, it's cold. We'll stay in Indonesia.
We'll let the Irish have
Put
it.
up a fucking. I mean, Amsterdam is like one of the most fucking confusing cities to walk around.
Yes. Yes, correct.
Amsterdam is like there's basically a canal for every street, but they're rounded. And there's like you never really kind of have your bearing because every single canal looks the same.
Yeah.
And the buildings are all the same height. So you're not ever really like, oh, I'm on this street.
Yeah, and then when you're high, you get lost very easily. I'm like, where am I? And then you just sit there and just smoke weed.
Yeah.
And, fuck everything else.
You go turn left at the lady putting her asshole against the window.
What is the driving like? Do you drive in the States at all?
No, I don't drive. I just use the train.
Okay, because I'm curious because my only experience with Indonesia was my honeymoon in Bali.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and it was beautiful. It was unbelievable. I mean, I'm so appreciative of that, like, just trip and seeing everything. But like the driving, they were like, you can rent a motorbike and take it out, and I was like, I'm not renting a motorbike.
Yeah.
And also, everybody wore that road rash scar or like open wound as like kind of a sign of pride.
Yes.
Like this is I road rash and
It doesn't matter if you can ride the moped or not, but you're allowed to rent. It's so crazy. And sometimes you'd be walking. Have you been to Bali though?
No, I've never been to Asia.
There's a lot of like a small streets and like moped just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Just like Japanese ladies. I was like, what the hell is going on here? It's so chaos. It's beautiful, but it's also chaos at the same time.
Well, it felt like the roads were a suggestion because people were like going up onto like front stoops and like cutting in front.
Yes.
I mean, I told you this, that I saw maybe the most impressive athletic feat I've ever seen was a mother holding her baby with groceries dangling from her wrist, driving the scooter with a 2-year-old standing on the platform.
Right.
That's light work.
And I was like, that's like, like the amount of concentration that takes. I was like, that is
The
unbelievable.
urge not to look at your phone. I hope this is okay. Would you say that you're one of the biggest comics in Indonesia?
I wouldn't say I'm the biggest in Indonesia because there's another comedian. His name is Raditya Dika. Massive following. I think he has over 10 million subscribers on YouTube. That's wild. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But
It's
I'm
like
okay.
1% of Indonesia.
Right.
I'm okay. Yeah, I do good for myself.
But you do and that would you say is your kind of following like is it mainly Indonesia or do you go into the other Malay countries like
Mainly Indonesia.
Yeah.
I did Singapore and Malaysia. I did in 2024. I did like something like a tour in English, and I hit Singapore, and I wanted to hit Kuala Lumpur, but I couldn't. I wanted to hit Manila, Philippines, but they don't really have a stand-up scene.
Yeah.
Or even if they do, it's a small scene.
Yeah.
What they have is a I'm trying to find a word for it. It's a like a drag
Oh, yeah.
comedy.
Yeah.
Like most of the comedies are just,
Yeah, we call that brunch in New York.
So it's like they allow me to do stand up there, but how do you follow like lady drag queen doing crazy acrobatic
I'll
stuff?
show
I'm
you. We'll go to Chelsea on next Sunday. You'll see how to follow.
There's a show at the Duplex. It'll prepare you.
But mostly when I'm for my Bahasa Indonesian stand-up career, I just do Indonesia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you perform in Bahasa.
Yeah, Bahasa Indonesia. Yeah.
And is it because of the subject matter that you discuss why it stays contained? Like, and granted, contained into a massive population, but still like doesn't go beyond.
I guess so. Yeah, maybe as well, because I mainly talk about social issues in Indonesia and politics in Indonesia, and I don't think it resonates in Singapore, maybe in Malaysia. Yeah.
But you're like, and I'm just starting to read the article, but you're going through it right now with that stuff, right?
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
Can you talk about it?
Yeah, definitely. Because I put out a special. The title is Mens Rea, which means bad intentions. Mm-hmm. It's a law term in Indonesia.
Okay.
So it's titled Mens Rea. It's a political themed special, and I jabbed on the president, on the vice president, a lot of the secretaries, and in a week after it got released in Netflix, there was a massive protest in Jakarta, over 1,000 people. Again, because of my jokes.
No kidding.
Against you?
Yeah,
Inspired by or against you?
Against.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
They were. It's because they say I did blasphemy on some of my jokes. When I read the news, I was actually in New York. I was at a bar drinking Modelo. I was like, oh, this is very unfortunate.
Can't deny this.
I guess they're correct.
So blasphemy, so they attach their political leaders to religion?
Yes. Yeah, so there's this joke about, in Indonesia, there's a lot of political figures, when they're doing their campaign, they suddenly become religious. Mm-hmm. Like they do the 5 prayers a day because they want people to perceive them as a kind and a good person.
It's like Donald Trump paying for abortions but saying he's a Christian.
Yeah.
Similarly.
Yeah, so then the argument of the bit was, just because you do the 5 prayers a day doesn't mean you're a good person, and it doesn't mean that you should elect someone based of only that. So that's a joke.
Yeah.
But then they twist it into they say, like I'm trying to say, don't do the 5 prayers a day. And so they pour the streets, like over 1,000 of them. I was like, this is crazy. These are just jokes. And then. So I released the special on Netflix December 27th. I think January 10th, I received 5 police reports. So they filed me to the police. What's the word for it?
A warrant?
Yeah. So there were 5 police reports under my name because of the joke that I did.
Oh, so charges. They were
charges.
filing charges against
filing
you.
charges
So
against me. Yeah.
Do you have to go to court or something?
Well, it's still under investigation. So I just came back from Jakarta because I had to go into police questioning. Is that the word? Yeah, I have to go to police questioning. So right now there are 2 different cases, and one of the cases was blasphemy from 5 charges.
Wow.
I think that's the right word.
I want to talk to the camera right now. The next time that you call yourself a free speech comic, I want you to look at Pandji in the eyes, because he had to fly 25 hours to answer police.
No, and the balls of that also, to just not like wash your hands of it. And since you have family here, you have attachments here, like you could technically make it work other places, but you want to stand in the face of this because I guess you want to affect change, or what is the motivation?
That also, but a lot of people tell me not to fly back to Jakarta. I mean, just stay in New York and you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm sure you're getting death threats, right?
It's kind of something like that, but it's just stupid death threats.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you, I'm going to...
Mike gets death threats
I
all the
do
time.
too. It's okay.
Yeah, so, but I feel like if I stay in New York, I couldn't really address the issue. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, my special on Netflix was actually the first ever stand-up special in Netflix Indonesia.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it became a huge thing, and I'm like, I have to allow myself to be there to try to explain about the jokes, I guess.
You're also
because
like-
otherwise, it's going to be hard on the next comedian trying to put out special on Netflix. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So-
Also, you're like, there's only so many places you can perform in Indonesia. Like, I gotta get back here.
That's where I make my money.
That's also so funny whenever anybody's like investigating something like that, where they're like, investigation pending, you're like, the hour's out. Like, it's
Yeah.
on Netflix. Just watch it.
Yeah.
The jokes are there.
Are they probably? Is there like a part of the government in Indonesia that is like religious scholar kind of like?
Yes. So the way the current president wins the election is by leaning towards the more religious demographic in Indonesia. And so,
But I mean, like when they're under investigation, is the government actually investigating whether you've been blasphemous to Islam?
the police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so the police have a religious arm that goes
No.
through.
No. What I'm trying... I don't think I get the... I'm sorry. I don't think I get the...
What I'm asking is like, is it illegal to blaspheme?
Yes.
And so if you're under investigation, somebody is comparing what you're saying to religious law.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there has been a case where somebody put out a statement and then it was considered blasphemy and he went to prison because of it. Oh, so there was cases before that, and it's the similar situation that I'm going through right now. But I have to go through this because of comedy, because of
Right.
Yeah.
So it was a similar misinterpretation of their stuff
Yes.
as well? No
Yes.
kidding.
Is your wife like every time you get back on that plane like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, she just hates it because she has to do dishes.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're flying to Jakarta now? All right, I'm doing the dishes.
Sorry, babe. I'm in police custody. I can't come home.
But other than that, my kids and my wife, I guess they're kind of used to it by now.
Right. How old are your kids?
My son is 18. My daughter is 14.
Oh, wow. Okay. So they definitely understand what's going on.
Yeah. And they've been following the news from the internet.
Right.
So they know what's going on with me. So they understand.
Is it weird to come to New York where there's no because I'm guessing you can't find a lot of other Indonesians, right?
Not a lot of us. Most Indonesian live in Elmhurst in Queens.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that where you are?
No, I live in Flushing.
I was
okay.
out there.
With other Asian.
I was on 57th Ave and Queens Boulevard. It was
Yeah.
me and the Indonesian just having a good
a
time.
lot of Indonesian.
What is it? Noodles or goreng?
Nasi goreng.
Nasi goreng.
Nasi
yeah.
goreng. Also
I
noodle
mean,
goreng.
this is
also
your
noodle-
episode
Yeah.
to shine, buddy.
is.
You are
My
crushing
autism is beaming. I will
it.
tell
I'm
you.
peppering in a few honeymoon.
No, you're doing great.
By all means, take the wheel.
You're reminding me not to disassociate when I start thinking about the map.
And the type of noodles.
Hey, everybody. If you're not aware, we are now taking calls from you, the listeners.
That's right. You're a direct participant in our show now because we've run out of personal content to give you.
So please give us a call at
646-598-2417.
and we will pick your voicemail and we'll play it on the pod and we'll answer it. And hopefully everybody feels better.
That's right. Yeah. So ask us for advice. We can settle a debate. You can start a debate between us.
You can just vent.
Dad questions. I would love a vent, actually.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. We
You
have
wanna
some,
just
we have
tell
some
us-
real personal ones, too. and
I would love it.
I love that.
If you told me some wins maybe you had over your wife, that'd be
If you're
Boy.
a guy and you won an argument or a situation over your wife, call in. It's the win line. 646-598-2417.
yeah. Now, one thing that I also, most Americans don't know is that there was civil war for a long time. There was the war in East Timor, and then there was also basically, I forgot the name of the guy. Who's the guy that preceded Suharto that was assassinated?
Assassinated.
Like the socialist kind of like leftist. This is
Sukarno.
Yeah.
Sukarno.
And
the one before Suharto?
But wasn't there one that was like a hopeful, young, liberal kind of politician that was communist?
Yes.
And
you
then
you were. I think you mean Tan Malaka.
Yeah.
Tan Malaka. Yeah, he is communist. Yeah, and the people loved him, but then he was murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the military.
And then there was like a kind of a
Allegedly.
years
I'm
of.
sorry. I want to go back.
We can scratch that. Yeah. We're
trying to help you with this case.
We do not want blood on our
A lot of
hands.
people in Indonesia don't speak English, so we're good.
If they cite this podcast in an Indonesian court, I'm gonna
be honest. It will be good press for
It
us.
would be hilarious.
But
Yeah, Tan Malaka. That's what you mean.
so, and then there was years and years of repression and
Yes, 32
massacres
years.
and things like that. So, is that still in the air when you're performing, knowing that, like, because it's not like a completely like you can't just say whatever you want and stuff like that. Like in America, I can go like you can tell a joke where you're like,
Right.
it'd be funny if the president died. You know,
Yes.
like you can make those jokes. You can
Yes.
say whatever you want about religion.
Well, that's the case that I'm trying to make. I'm trying to push the envelope, and I'm trying to make them realize that even though it sounds crazy, but these are still jokes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know
And
what I'm saying?
context matters.
Yeah. And exactly. Context matters. So through my special, I'm trying to push this forward and trying to make it, not make light of the statement, but jokes are jokes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You can't really, be taking it too seriously. But right now, it is very hard to make those kind of jokes. It's hard, but and the situation with the politics right now, the current president is the son-in-law of President Suharto.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the same vibe, I guess, is back.
What's his name?
Prabowo. And he's close to Donald Trump.
Yeah, because this is like the same thing happened in the Philippines. Like the the son of the former dictator is now the
Right.
president.
Right.
But his name is Bong Bong,
Nice.
which is like at least you don't have to say Bong Bong, President Bong Bong all the time.
It is funny though to picture an Indonesian Donald Trump just like with cotton candy hair. The whole
Yeah, so that's the situation.
That's crazy because it's just like, there's so much stuff that goes around in the United States about free speech and like, this response to basically in like 2014, 2015, we had this woke movement
Right.
where people started saying like, no, it actually matters, and I give that credence. Like, I do think like making fun of disenfranchised people does kind of cheapen their existence. You can still make jokes. I'm not going to tell you what to make jokes about, but I do think that there's like cause and effect. At the same time, I don't think anybody's being censored in the
Right.
United States, but that's like a big thing. Is there like a free speech movement or like a liberalization movement in Indonesia, or is that kind of stuff kept down?
I don't think there is a movement, but I think stand-up, because stand-up is new in Indonesia, the scene blew up in 2011, and it's like bringing the freedom of speech discourse, front and center.
Yeah.
But not really a movement. However, a lot of comedians, stand-up comedians in Indonesia had to go through a lot of trouble because of the things that they say on their special and the things that they say on social media, on the internet. But I think that's just it. There's no real, not the same as the one you were referring to.
Well, yeah, I just mean like ours is silly. Ours is dumb. It's just guys being like told that they can't say retard.
Right.
And they're like, you're taking away my freedom of speech.
But there was also the push and pull of this is that like there was the woke movement, and then there was a thing that pushed beyond that, which basically was like which is, I think, the reaction that caused all of this which was telling white men and white guys that they were born with original sin and that you are racist inherently because of your position in society.
Yes.
And that, I think, was immediately what brought the pushback. And then, of course, the pushback goes beyond what it should go beyond.
I think here's my theory is it was Black Lives Matter, and I think we were all like, that's great.
Yeah.
And then somebody was like, actually, it's Black Trans Lives Matter. And everybody was like, okay, can we focus? Can we do one of these first?
Yeah. You can't be openly gay in Indonesia, can you?
You can't.
No, I didn't think so.
Tell that to me on my honeymoon.
All right.
Indonesia, you're not allowed to cross-dress, even for comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not allowed to.
So when people are gay in like, are there gay bars that are like secret places in Jakarta?
There are. Most gay people in Indonesia are like Batman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're Bruce Wayne during the daytime, and they're Batman during the nighttime. They go party.
Yeah.
They go out and,
Yeah.
That's got to be the best gay club to actually
When
be
you're
in
really just truly not allowed.
Yeah. I've actually heard older gay guys talk about that, where they're like, it was fun when we had to sneak around. You know?
Wow. They should go to Indonesia.
Yeah, they won't come back.
It's like the most high stakes, high
There's a
game
lot
of
Also,
all time.
it's the kind of country where if like you get caught with weed, you're going to jail, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well,
Death
that's-
penalty?
Not death penalty. If you, what's the word? If you trade.
If you like
Sell.
If you like sell,
smuggle
Yeah.
it, yeah.
yeah. If you sell weed, you get death sentence. But if you're using weed, you get sent to prison.
Jesus.
So
Don't go back.
again, and all of my questions are going to be localized to the one place that I went. So I
Bali.
apologize.
No, it's okay.
But so we went to the Gili Islands as well. And those are like, we went to the chill one. I know there's one that's kind of the party island. And then we went to like the newlywed, like let's relax.
Yeah.
But they were pretty openly selling acid,
Yes.
mushrooms.
Yes.
And then some people had weed as well. But I didn't participate because I thought the worst possible future for
it's
myself would
really
be
not
locked
worth
away.
it.
It's not, right?
It's not worth it. It's true that there are places in the Gili Islands where you can get weed and
Yeah.
stuff, and
A lot of Australians
mushrooms.
were smoking weed.
Yes, sir.
A lot of
Yes.
Australians like that were either perma vacationers or living there, and they had like a surf school or whatever.
Yeah,
they were getting high all day. But then I heard from other people that like, if you as a notable American, like they know I'm here, they know I was in this small area. They're like, if they see you smoking, they'll call the cops on you. Then those cops will shake you down.
Yes,
and it's kind of like a local economy where you give the cops money.
Yeah. It's
I
just-
actually had I had a little affair, not an affair because I wasn't cheating on anybody, but with a half Indonesian, half Australian chick.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
That was
gorgeous.
my oh my God, she was so beautiful. And then I'm going through a divorce right now.
Right.
I hit her with a "How are you?" the other day.
Yeah.
Nothing.
No, good day,
Is she
mate.
like,
huh?
who this?
It was basically like, "I'm doing well. I hope you're well." You know, that kind of thing. And I was like,
Yeah.
cool. Okay.
How's your baby in picture 3?
God, they always fucking do that. How's your family? All right, shut
You're
up.
like falling apart as a matter
Yeah,
of fact.
actually, I need some help. No, it's all so crazy to me because I just don't think we understand places like that. I mean, there's so many. I would say like the closest thing would be Manila because we have so many Filipinos in the United States.
Yes.
Like I remember, Rich Brian.
I do know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I
like-
mean, we're not friends. I know him.
Yeah. And you might know him. He's this Chinese kid who raps, but he's actually from Indonesia. He's just Chinese in ethnicity. And he
I
was
think his head was glow like that. Like
he
that, I
had a
think.
couple big like internet hits. You'd probably recognize him. Skinny Chinese kid.
Okay.
And he's always like performing and like his music videos are like him in the jungle because he
Nice.
lives in some part of the jungle.
That's awesome.
But he, like got huge. But I still think even though like, you read the Hypebeast article and it's like Indonesian, people are like, that guy's Chinese. Like I don't, I don't know what. And it's just weird because we don't have that kind of like in Indonesia and Malaysia and places like that. You have this land kind of migration where like through Malaysia, like Malaysia has one of the largest Hindu festivals in the world. Isn't it the one with the hooks?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
What is that called?
I forgot, but they put hooks through their back and they hang themselves like off their flesh. Like it's like a penance kind of thing.
Yeah.
But there's lots of Indian people in Indonesia, and then there's like Chinese throughout the entire, and we just don't even, our understanding of Chinese people is they live in Chinatown or you know they're doctors or whatever, but we don't have any of that kind of like migration to understand even that somebody could be Chinese and Filipino or could be Chinese and Indonesian and things like that. So I think this is going to be informative for everybody, or all of our fans are half autistic like me, and they've also read the Jakarta Method and all that stuff.
You know what I'm curious to talk about, because like with the fans and stuff, the people that I met there were some of the kindest, most welcoming people that I've ever encountered. I mean, we did like, so I don't know.
It's called hospitality.
I know, but you go on these trips, right? And you're not sure if what they're showing you is truly local, or if they're like, you guys are tourists, so we'll play up some whatever and we'll show them a good time. But like, we did this entire ceremony, something of God, and it was beautiful. We went and watched like the entire thing. You know, we did this. It was just unbelievable. And then as we're going through the town and waiting for this entire ceremony, everybody was welcoming us into their homes. Like these homes that were also like they were falling apart, you know, and they have very little, if anything at all, but they're like, do you want to eat? Do you want any, like really offering truly the shirt off their back type stuff. Right. Yeah. So I'm just curious what that feels like as a comic. I don't know if you're performing, you know, if everybody's like that, or if you get a sense of that, but is that like, do you receive that type of warmth back? Are the audiences different than they are here, where they're a bit more protected and kind of defensive and almost like entitled to a good time?
No, I think Indonesian has one of the best audience. I remember, you know, Samuel Beat.
Yeah.
I know him too, yeah.
Yeah, so
I do too.
So I brought him to Jakarta in the middle of riot. The city was literally burning. It was August 29th. He just got back. I think he just flew in from Australia, and there was a huge riot. There was burning everywhere. And I remember him, and
you were like, this is a Tuesday.
And he's like, and the audience just gave him so much. He wanted to perform for an hour. I think he eventually performed for almost 2 hours because, I think Indonesian audience are very giving. Like the energy it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Because I know what you mean by when I perform here in New York. I don't know. It feels like maybe jaded is the word. Like it's so hard to.
Yeah, there's so much like prove to me.
Yeah,
funny.
Well, because there's so much to do that they do feel as though they're entitled to have the best time ever. Like not just entitled to have a good night, they want the best night because they're in America's #1 city and there are so many options that if you under-deliver, I'm furious.
Right, but I think it's
this is
better.
day 5 of our 10-day trip. You ruined day 5.
Please give us something. Yeah, but it feels like it's kind of easier when you perform in front of tourists.
Yeah.
Like if you do like at a,
of course,
a place in the village, at some of the clubs, it's easier because they just want to have fun. It's harder when you perform in front of New Yorkers, I feel.
Yeah. They're some of the hardest people. I mean, like a real New Yorker too. Like, if you go out to Long Island, forget about it. It's like one of the fucking worst.
I mean, Seinfeld said it the best. He's like, it's monkeys throwing shit. It's there's some of the, in my opinion, there's some of the best audiences once you get them. You know, once you have them, it's like it's unmatchable. Like the vibe, and obviously I'm from here, so it's a different kind of shorthand. Yeah, but it's lifting the rock to get to the bugs. That's the hard part.
But I guess it also created this. I don't know, when I moved to New York, like a couple of years in, I kind of have this feeling that comics from New York are very hard to rattle. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it doesn't matter if there's only 7 people in the audience or maybe 100 people in the audience and they don't really give you as much. New York comics, they don't falter.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
It's so cool to see. Like,
It's called
wow.
prom shows.
Yeah, it's called,
That's
So it kind of develops you, right?
100%.
Or the open mic scene here is like open mics. You might
Yes.
as well be performing for a bunch of statues.
And
Yeah.
open mics for a lot of us were just a mirror of our childhood. It's just people in front of us not listening.
yeah.
Like they were just, it was
Impatient
brutal.
that it's not their turn. So you start comedy in Jakarta, and probably right around this time, the scene is like, so you're probably part of the scene growth.
Yes.
Are you doing road gigs? Are you going out to the small bumfuck town and doing stand up out there? And there,
I don't do it anymore. I used to.
In what types of places?
I used to perform in like most of the scenes are there's not a lot of bars because it's a Muslim majority. So there's a lot of performance in coffee shops, like in cafes.
Okay.
And everybody was just it's fun to perform in bars because they were drinking and they're light mooded or whatever. In coffee shops they're like, okay, I'm ready for the jokes.
super caffeinated, locked in.
Give me. I understand that reference. Yeah. So it's performing a lot of. I don't know if it's a term here. Third cities or fourth cities.
Yeah.
Yes,
Not the big. Yeah.
check my calendar.
Yeah.
We're there. We're very well.
Yeah.
We're the second tier city. God,
I
that's
was
a dream.
just in South Bend, Indiana.
Yeah.
So that's exactly
But
it.
yeah, I don't do that as much anymore. But I remember I loved doing it.
Yeah.
And I do love it when I perform in Goshen, Indiana.
Yeah.
And Champaign, Illinois, and Salisbury, Maryland, and I love it.
Yeah.
Because I've never been to.
Salisbury, Maryland. Wow, you love stand up.
Yeah, it was a 25 people gig, a cappella with no mic.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And
That's
it's-
so crazy because I'm guessing you're doing the biggest venues in Jakarta.
Yeah, but it's also it's fun. You know what I'm saying?
of course.
This is also how you get a good person.
Yeah.
though. You know what I mean? Is the highest of highs and then a nice hot humbling when you come to America. It's
I remember a guy was there's this guy. He was offended by one of the jokes because I have this joke about school shooting. The bit was school shooting is a problem for me and my wife. My wife is worried what if school shooting happened in one of our kids' school. I'm worried about the school shooter. It turns out to be one of our kids. And after the show, there's a guy. He come up to me and he was like, "Do you know what this is?" I'm like, "I'm not from around here, sir." And he mentioned an organization. I think it's like a security for schools.
okay.
And he's like, "We don't do those jokes around here." I'm like, "Well, that's why I'm doing this tour, sir. Thank you for letting me know."
So it's like, no, you don't do the jokes, you do the real thing. Like, get out of here. Like, I'm going to make light of it.
That's a
And
good
also,
one.
not to mention, a lot of you fail to even run towards it, you pussies.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so those are fun. And one of the best experience for me was in Goshen, Indiana. I love it so much. It's one of the most.
How bad is Indonesia?
I've never heard of Goshen, Indiana. I know Goshen,
I've
New
heard of
York.
it, yeah,
But
no.
I've never, Goshen, Indiana.
I've
Where
heard
is
of
it?
it,
Is
yeah.
it by Bloomington or what part?
I don't.
That's asking a lot.
Yeah, that is asking a
Yeah,
lot. I'm
I
sorry.
don't-
I was trying to pick a
I've
major
never
city you
even
might have
heard of
flown into.
Goshen until a couple of months before. I had to perform in Goshen.
when you're scheduled there.
yeah, like
Wait, so, but I guess I had something on this. Fuck. I
Small
forgot.
town.
Lost it.
Indiana.
yeah.
My calendar.
It's so small. It's so small. Everybody knows the homeless person.
Yeah.
That's how small it is.
That's great.
that's
The
Jeff.
homeless person. That's awesome. I know what I was going to ask. Yeah. As an outsider, the impression of America, like, is it everything that like you thought it was? I mean, you're obviously not like some hillbilly from this country
Right.
where you're like, the streets are paved with gold or whatever. But like, I'm guessing that like there's criticism of the U.S. Like we have Trump, we have ICE,
Right.
we have a school shooting every day, we have morbid obesity.
Right.
Like coming into this country, are you?
Well, I tell a lot of people in Indonesia, I'm like, you know what? I know we watch so many Hollywood movies, And I know everybody watches Friends and Sex and the City or whatever. But right now, New York City feels like it's like everything bad that you can imagine about a city. You have it. It's like rotting away.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, oh my God. This is interesting.
That is a
That's
tough
why if
pill
you
to
can
swallow
make it
from
here-
an Indonesian.
Yeah.
That is crazy, but it's true. You're completely
Yeah.
right. Like I've
I'm
lived
like-
here my whole life.
But at the same time, a lot of things are. So the best thing you can imagine from a city, you can have it here in New York. But the worst thing you can imagine from a city, you can also have it here in New York.
I mean, that's every great city. You're gonna have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like as a country, like the United States, like the racism.
Are the people so fat that it's jarring? Like, is that because we are like a country of boneless couches?
Interestingly enough, obesity is not a thing that would pop up in Indonesia's mind. If you mention the United States, it would probably be about Trump's and politics and
Right.
how unhinged he
Yeah.
is. And the thing is, do you know about the Board of Peace?
Yes.
Indonesia is also a part of the Board of
Thank
Peace.
God we can. That's why we had you on.
And
Explain to our audience, and definitely not to me, what the Board of Peace
So-
is.
You don't know what the Board of Peace is?
Yes, I do. I meant to our audience.
Yeah.
So basically, it's like a group of countries vow to bring peace between Palestine and Israel.
Oh, okay.
Also, you have to pay $1 billion to get in.
Yes.
So it's sponsored
And
by
also,
Israel.
Israel is on the board, but Palestine isn't.
I see.
Yeah.
So Indonesian are like, really?
It's like
And-
Saudi Arabia, I think
Yeah.
Israel, maybe Indonesia's in there.
Indonesia as well. Yeah. And
Is
so-
it legit?
No,
No.
it's like
You're
Trump's
right.
answer to the UN.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. Oh, okay. So it's like Space Force.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes, yes. And so,
It's UN Space Force.
Yeah. It's
yeah, it's
Space
the US
Force.
Space
Nice.
Force. Yeah, and so that's becoming a huge thing in Indonesia. And Indonesia is actually paying close attention of the relationship between Trump and Prabowo. And because Prabowo gave Trump gave a nickname to Prabowo, Tough Cookie. Look at him. Look at the Indonesian president. He's so big. He's so strong. He's a tough cookie. And so he was holding like a, what's the thing that he signed on, like a map,
Oh, like
a plaque or something?
Yeah, yeah.
And then, here, hold this for me. And the President Pro was like, and so we make fun of their dynamic
Yeah.
all day long.
That's great.
I have so many questions. I guess do you kind of want to not go back? Like, do you always want to go back? Or are you kind of like, I mean, that's such a, like, I am tired from like a week of traveling around
Yeah.
North America.
So the plan was to move entirely to New York because I moved to New York January 2022. My wife and my kids moved then in September 2022. So 3 years in, the whole plan was just to move to New York and do stand up here, and maybe go back to Jakarta to make money, earn some money. Because I saved quite an amount of money to be able to finance my family while doing mics and whatever. But then my company Comica, I gave it to somebody else, and it was not doing well. And so I have a responsibility for my stakeholders, for my investors. I had to go back to Jakarta and run my company.
Yeah.
And so now I'm spending most of my days in Jakarta running my company, Comica, which is a stand-up comedy company. We have a comedy club and stuff, an event promoter. But I kind of have to dial back on the career here in New York City.
Yeah.
And every time I'm here, it's going to be like a couple of weeks or maybe a month. And then I have to go back to Jakarta for 2 to 3.
We got to introduce you to some people so you get some more clubs, man.
Well, would love to. It's I love the grind. I really love the journey, Salisbury, Maryland, right?
Yeah.
But it's really, really, it's a steep climb.
Yeah.
The career here. It's a city where you can't expect much.
No.
Like sometimes you feel like I've been doing this and I've been doing that. I'm supposed to get this and I'm supposed to get this, but that doesn't work here in New York City.
No, this will teach you that nothing owes you anything.
Yeah,
for sure.
So it's just
it used to be a little bit more like that. It used to be like you kind of showed up and you stuck around long enough and you got the things. And then around the time when we really should have gotten those things,
you got them.
I got a couple.
You got
of
a lot of them.
Yeah, I got a lot of them, but then I did not get them anymore, and the entire world changed to where it's like just followers,
Do your own
tickets,
thing.
Right. Do your own thing.
Right.
Who'd you grow up watching? Like, how did comedy become even an idea for you?
This is the first ever person I saw did stand up was Robin Williams.
No kidding.
Live in Broadway.
Yeah.
And I'm familiar with his movie like Good Morning Vietnam and Mrs. Doubtfire and whatever. And then I saw this DVD, Robin Williams Live in Broadway, and that's the first time I saw somebody did stand up, and I'm like, I think I can do this. And then, but the person that made me want to become a comic was Chris Rock.
No kidding. Okay.
Yeah, I saw his special. I think it was Never Scared.
Yeah.
And then Bigger and Blacker. And then I'm like, okay, this is the kind of comedian I want to become.
Yeah. Fearless and just in the face of everything.
Yeah. I remember there's this one bit. I saw a clip of it on YouTube. Sorry, Chris. And it was affirmative action. The bit was titled Affirmative Action. And I'm like, this is so good. It's so good. It's so funny. But I learned stuff from the bit. And I'm like, this is the thing that I want to do here in Indonesia.
Yeah.
So start doing stand-up 2010.
And can I ask, because I get scared of pushback sometimes. Like, as a comic, I'm a people pleaser and I want to bring people happiness more than I want them to be angry at me for attempted jokes. But like, does part of you, like, are you what a lightning rod you are, like socially and politically, and you accept that responsibility. And, a lot of people are watching you and in your country and seeing how this is going to play out. So you're like historically going to be an important figure for this.
Well, it doesn't
not
feel
to put
like...
a lot on you, but I'm just
It
saying,
depends on
like,
how the trial goes.
I mean, either way, actually, I think either way, it's kind of a pretty important thing that like you are not backing down from this, and you're doing it in an eloquent, articulate way where you're like, there's nuance to this. I'm not making fun of it religiously. I'm poking fun of it and using this as an example to kind of prove my point. So you're like, your whole job is to like push a cultural like movement forward of nuance and sarcasm and taking certain things not literally that in the past.
But it doesn't feel like that to me. I feel somebody asked me, can you just stop with those kind of jokes, please? Because this isn't just you being affected. This is everybody else. And I'm like, I can't. Because these are the things that I'm interested in. These are the things that I want to talk about. Like
people say the same thing to me, but it's because the show's not going well.
Do you have to keep making these jokes?
Do you have other jokes?
Really? This is it? But yeah, it doesn't feel like that. I just want to tell jokes, man. I just see something and I think it's funny and I just can't wait to tell people. And you go through, we know about this. We go through hours, like dozens of hours to make sure that we find the perfect way to say this to people, the thing that we think is funny. And then we just can't wait to go on stage and just tell these jokes. And that's been the motivation. And it's kind of hard here in New York City because when I moved to New York City, I thought I was supposed to be that kind of joke, that kind of comedian, and tell those kind of jokes. And it didn't work here until one of the comedians I remember, he said, stop doing those topical jokes because there are thousands of comics who does that.
Your personal stuff is far more original.
Just tell me about who you are and where you're from.
Right.
And I started doing comedy jokes about Indonesia and how it relates to the U.S.
Yeah.
And then it starts clicking, and I'm like, oh, I'm a different comedian in Indonesia than in New York.
I think that is like a big thing, and I actually feel sad for a lot of these younger comics because, when I came up and when Mike came up, it was like you wanted to impress the mic,
You know, you wanted to go to the open mic and you wanted to make your peers laugh and you wanted to impress them. And then it was the bar show and then it was the clubs. And in that whole process, you were trying to kind of like develop basically 5 to 10 minutes that really like told your life story.
Right.
And now everybody's just trying to get a clip. Like all these guys are just trying to get a clip, and it's like so much of it's topical. Like, what's your?
That's why this is like very inspiring, and I mean that because it's like and even the way that you talk about it, where it's like you're not headhunting controversy. You're not going after topics because it's advantageous algorithmically. It's a thing that you feel called to do, and this is the way your brain works, and you know no other way, and therefore this is what you do. And in current modern comedy, especially in America, that's very rare to see. So it's awesome, man. I respect it a lot.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
We're you should get asylum status if you need it. I am moving to Canada, but you know, I think you'll do great here. I found out this week that I qualify for a Canadian passport.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm pretty stoked about it. Yeah, my great grandfather's Canadian.
Oh, wow.
Before we're gonna go to a voicemail for every episode. We do a voicemail where somebody calls in and asks us.
It's gonna be fun to hear our fucking audience's problems after listening.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, we have electricity like 8 hours a day. But what would you say the biggest difference on not like a detail level, but like Indonesia to America? What's the biggest difference for you, like day to day, the way people interact, or just something that is blaringly different for you?
For me specifically, in Indonesia, I feel like the Pandji is bigger than the jokes.
Yeah,
I'm trying to explain it in a way that it makes sense, because when I do stand up, if the audience laugh, I don't know if it's because the joke is funny or because Pandji is
a big star.
Telling the joke, or if this guy didn't laugh, is it because the joke didn't work or he hates me because of the things that I've said in the past? Where in New York it feels very free.
Yeah,
if the art is above the person. Like if you laugh, it's definitely because of the joke. If you didn't laugh, definitely the joke sucks. And it's really it's liberating in a sense, because in Indonesia I kind of feel like it's cheating in a way. I go on stage and people are like, this is Pandji, he must be funny. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's why it's fun and it's liberating doing stand up, and I write better now. People in Indonesia, when they watch the last special I put out, a lot of them said that you write jokes differently. It's tighter now. Indonesia has a storytelling culture, so a lot of the jokes in Indonesia are long, whereas when I moved to New York, you have to be funny real quick because people are waiting. They were like, tell me a joke. And so I kind of I write differently, and it gave effect to the way I write jokes in Bahasa Indonesia. And I wouldn't be like that if I stayed in Indonesia, because nobody corrected me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In New York, I get corrected every day when I do mics. I do mics like 2 to 3 times a day, and it's the craftsmanship here helps me develop myself into becoming a better comedian.
That's awesome.
15 years in.
Yeah.
Doing stand-up, so
I'm hoping that happens for me.
Did Netflix have your back, or did they get shit?
No, no, they support me.
That's awesome.
They even tell me if you need a lawyer, we can help you.
That's awesome. That's great.
That's awesome. They're great. The guys are great.
Let's go to the voicemail, and then we'll do a Patreon.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to be talked off a ledge because I'm about to commit a felony.
Hold on, press pause real quick. Just so we know, she said, I need to get this off my chest because I'm about to commit a felony. Oh,
I thought she was about to commit suicide, and I was like,
yeah.
Too late.
I parked at a McDonald's last night, and I saw these 2 cars next to me that were both booted. And I was like, oh, man, that sucks. And within seconds, there was a tow truck there. I'm kind of an anarchist. I was like, bro, you suck, you narc. So I was booing the tow truck guy. I walked down the block, and literally as I was walking, I saw my car get dragged down the street by the tow truck guy who I was making fun of. It is now being held for ransom for over $500. I went to the place last night. There's no one there. I met the junkyard dogs. They're very sweet. I hopped the fence. I got a wrench to take the screws off the fence. I was so close to just breaking my car out of this place. And I'm still thinking about doing it. I know the guy isn't going to be there until 4 p.m. There's a Lowe's like within a mile of the place. And I really just want to get bolt cutters, break my car out, leave it open, let their sweet dogs out or kidnap them. I have vengeance, full-blown vengeance on my mind. And if I do actually end up paying these fuckers, I want to make them pay for the rest of their lives. That like, I want to collect dog shit and throw it over their fence for the next 10 years. I want to go to small claims court. I want to throw a Molotov cocktail. Please stop me from getting arrested.
I want to say, first of all, I'm glad that these are the type of people listening to this show.
This is the best.
It's so
Love the spirit.
It's so great.
I mean, that is straight from the Shaner episode.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. That's a new follower. My first thing I would say is I do want you to break your car out.
Me too.
In a lot of ways. I am worried about the dogs, but I also want you to break the car out. But also, I would say that this might be a moment for the Serenity Prayer. You know? Change the things I can, have whatever.
Well, this is what I too want her very much to break the car out, and I want her to let the dogs go and have her Ace Ventura moment and just really do the thing that really will fulfill you. But I think what you're better off doing is gritting your teeth, paying the $500, and then doing the second part of your plan, which is making them pay forever. So then you start with the shit over the fence, and you know the guy's not going to be there till 4, so you have a full early part of the day to ruin this guy's property.
Yeah, you could actually make it kind of a summer activity. You could get like bees, start setting up a bee colony around their like little, because they got one of those trailers with like a shitty porch.
Yeah.
Fucking install a bee nest underneath that fucker and just.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Or steal a hive from somewhere and then
Steal
throw
a
it over
hive.
the fence.
Steal a hive. You got a hive in a bag, you drop it down the AC vent. There's your $500, fuckers.
Or do the classic. I mean, give it all in pennies. Like, just really inconvenience the shit out of these people. I will say, for the moment, I'm team you forever. But I'm team tow truck guy for getting his get back in that moment of you heckling him for no goddamn reason and then him being like, fuck you, here's your car.
I mean, it is wild. I want to say that like you need to take like one bong rip back a day. Because that was very bong rip adjacent to being like, they're booting cars next to me. I'm making fun of the tow truck driver, and then I'm walking down the street. Like, that is a wild miscalculation.
Yeah, that's a true fafa.
What would be your?
I would support it to just break out the car and then kidnap the dog and make the dog hers forever.
What's like a good Indonesian prank? Is there any kind of pranks you guys like are uniquely Indonesian?
That's a very good
Like
question.
you throw a durian fruit through somebody's window or something?
Just put a durian.
Durian fruit's like the stinkiest fruit in the world.
And then it's thorny. The outside the shell part of it is like thorny. It's like a
Spike ball.
Yeah, like a spike ball.
I think I've seen those. Yeah.
Yeah. Just put it outside the door and then let go of the dogs, and so if the guy from the tow truck runs out and he just steps on the goodie ad, I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck?
And then his foot smells like shit.
That's great.
Oh, that's great. All right. Well, I hope you didn't get arrested, or if you
please
did,
keep us updated. And
Yeah.
if you have one call from jail, just please leave a voicemail.
Yeah.
And let us know exactly what happened. I want the story.
We'll put
fresh.
together, if you call us from jail, we'll put together a little last minute GoFundMe for
Yeah,
your bail.
that's right.
We'll do
Netflix
that.
already offered us lawyers.
Yeah,
So you're good.
that's what they meant. All right. Do you got any American dates coming up?
No, but can I plug something in?
Please.
Plug whatever you want.
I'm gonna release my first hour on YouTube. It's titled Boss Level. It's gonna be out April 1st.
Is that English or Bahasa?
In English.
Okay,
Oh,
great.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
It's the set that I've been developing. It's the joke that I've been developing in the past 3 years, and I just want to tape it in, and so I can write new jokes.
Okay.
And so it's going to be out on YouTube, Boss Level, April 1st.
Great.
Everybody
Awesome, man.
check that out.
April
100%
1st is such
support.
a good day to release a
Yeah,
special.
it's a joke is there in
Yeah.
the vibe.
I'll be in Vienna living in a, I think I'm going to spend the day in Vienna in a gym. I found a gym with like because I'm traveling I'm going to Europe on Thursday.
That's
and,
great.
And to save money, I took overnight trains everywhere. But I realized the fatal flaw was like, you get there and you don't have a hotel room.
No, you got to find a movie theater or a gym.
Yeah, I'm going to go to a gym every day and just like live in the locker room. Travel with Andy Haynes. Always
It's gonna be good.
Always an adventure.
Train camping.
We're going to go to our Patreon now. Everybody go to our
Patreon.com/beautifulboyspodcast.
And please, we're doing half-hour episodes now. And
I got to pee, but you got to start the Patreon,
Okay.
then I'm going to pee.
all right, that's great.